Hello, my name is Ben Johnson. Welcome to this month's Beyond the Bench. Beyond the Bench is a show where we take you behind the scenes and let you know many different things going on in Louisville parks and recreation. You think of park benches, and we're taking you beyond the bench. We always start with a Did You Know? This month's Did You Know is Did you know that Louisville Parks and Recreation, through our recreation division, has a team leader program? We have had this program for a few years. It is not a summer job program. We actually hire teams to work at the community centers in their own communities year round. They can only be on for 6 months, which is actually great because it allows more young people to have that opportunity, but they do a lot of wonderful things. They recruit, they help us with programming. This last group had the opportunity to work with Louisville, Lexington Parks and Recreation. They spent a day there. They entertain Lexington's teens here. So we're also helping them to develop leadership skills. We've had over 15 high schools represented, mostly JCPS. We've had about half of the Metro Council districts represented, and our young people do an absolutely wonderful job. There'll be information later about how you can be a part of our next group. And we love our baby so much that our first guest this month is Miss Journey Hobbs, a current team leader at the Newburgh Community Center. She's a student at PRP and has absolutely been a rising star. Miss Journey, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing fine. So you actually have the honor, well deserved, of being my
Thank you.
first youth or teen guest. Why do you think that is?
I feel as though it's because I've stood out in the ways that most people are afraid to, being more outspoken, putting myself out there, and just being bold because I know that there are many opportunities that come with that rather than just sitting in the back not saying anything at all.
Cool. So with that, and I agree 100%, 1000%. So tell people about Journey.
Well, like you had mentioned, I'm a senior at PRP High School, class of 26, of course. I'm a part of my school's Black Student Union and our flag football team. I've had the honor of being a part of Louisville Parks and Recreation since March. And throughout that time, I've, grown as a young adult. I've been able to influence my peers, friends. I get to go home tell my mom about this job, and I really am glad I just got to experience this. And with this, it's come with a lot of experience I've never experienced before. Got to be around. I've grown to be more outgoing,
Okay.
and that's been my biggest thing. I was always in a shell for a long time, and now I've come out and just been a better version of myself.
Just trying to make me cry. And seriously, I really love hearing that because that's one of the reasons. Even though you said more than one thing, those are the main reasons we do this program. Because I believe there are so many wonderful young people out there, and then when I get to be around someone like you, who, like you said, who has blossomed, who I've actually seen grow, um, who has taken full advantage of the opportunities that we present. That's again exactly why we do this. So you didn't know you would do so well when you signed up to be a team leader. So what made you sign up?
So I had first heard about it my junior year of high school, I believe. I had a friend named Malia who worked for you all as well
Okay.
in the previous group that you all had. But I was too young to apply then, so I was like, wait till I'm 16, I'll reapply. I got the interview, and it's just been up from there.
Great. And that's also important. People need to know that this is a process. It's competitive. You put in an application. There is an interview process. We treat it like a real job because it is. And through our community centers and through our department, we really want to provide young people with an opportunity. And I'm crazy enough. I even tell my team, like, if you all make a mistake, even if someone doesn't make it throughout the program, I would much rather you have that tough experience at
Right.
16 or 17, maybe even 18, as opposed to when you're in more of the real world. So, but that hasn't been your case at all. So that's great. And it's also good to know that the program is working and that you were referred by someone who also had a positive experience. So that's great. So Journey didn't get here by herself. Who is or who are your positive influences before you got to know us?
My biggest positive influence would be my mother. I feel as though she's molded me into being the person I am, and even when I was younger, she's been trying to get me out of this shell, being so shy, and she doesn't do anything but send me positive energy. I'm not around anything negative whatsoever, and everything that she teaches me is from a tough love standpoint. I might not want to hear it in that moment, but it's definitely working, and I appreciate her for that.
Really? That had nothing to do with Mama sitting here in the studio?
Not at all. I planned on saying it regardless.
What about that ruler in her hand?
I hope
Okay.
not.
No, but that's great. And my upbringing was the same with my parents. So you've been in the program. You've had a positive influence on us and your peers. What has been your biggest takeaway from the program?
My biggest takeaway would be that presentation matters the most. How you come to work and how you show yourself to the people around you dictates the type of worker you are. So you come to work not in appropriate clothing, looking any kind of way, that's the type of worker people view you as, somebody that doesn't care, they just here for a check. And I've learned, like, even there's been those moments where I might have wore the wrong shoes to work, but you all, Miss Tanya, have taught me discipline and responsibility. So that's the biggest thing I've taken away from that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sure she appreciates the shout out as well, because that is important. And not only is it how others see you, but it's how you see yourself. And we kind of twinning today. So I like for my teams to stand out. So they have a regular uniform shirt. And theirs is orange because I wanted something bright that I felt like would keep you all upbeat and energetic, but also our teams stand out. Like when you all went to Lexington, we've done some things with Kentucky to the World. That's a program that has been a great supporter of our communications and training for our young people. So when you've gone there, we've stood out because you all were all in the orange shirts. And I actually had somebody ask me about you all. That's like, what's that group in the orange shirts? I'm like, oh, those my babies. Because of, like you said, because of the way you carried yourself. So that's great. What's your favorite thing to do at work?
Interact with the kids, feeding the kids at that. It's just seeing them come in, now that we're back into school, it's the after school program with them. Seeing them come in and just have that support at the center and come in, I get to do stuff with them, whether it's play games. There's people that come in and mentor them. We have Mr. Bradley that does boxing with them,
Bradley, yeah.
arts and crafts, and I help them with the Dare to Care, so feeding them. Because a lot of those kids, they don't eat at school or they don't get the opportunity to eat at home depending on their circumstances. So it's just really being able to be that support system for them.
Good. And again, we feel like, your age group, when we hire the right young people, can do that, because a lot of times they don't want to hear from the old folks. They might not be blessed to have the kind of parents at home that you have. So it is extremely important, the role that you play. And then you mentioned Miss Tanya, so Miss Tammy, who also helps run the program, loves you all to death, and is talking about the fact that she puts a lot of work, and we put a lot of work into developing you all, again, because we see so much opportunity in the group that we have. So for your peers that are not coming to the community centers, what would you say to them? What are they missing?
A lot of connections, because you never know who you can run into whatsoever. Like there's a lot of people from the community that come into those centers, whereas people from the government, people that are making new plans for the community, like the new renovation that's coming for Newburgh. So I feel like that's the biggest thing. If you don't come to the centers, you're definitely missing out on a bunch of connections and just that interaction with people that I feel like as a person you need to have, especially a young person at that.
And you were at the Roots of Change Summit and stood out quite a bit, and there was a panel that was there, and again, represented us and yourself so well that they wanted to speak to you about that experience. So we're about done. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to brag on yourself. When you leave in about a month or so, in terms of, because your time will be up, what's going to be different or better about Newburgh because you were there?
the energy.
The energy.
It's always positive energy for me, whether it's whatever happened before I walked into work, whether I was having a bad day, an okay day, I always make sure my energy was at an all-time high when I walked in there, because that rubs off on people. So if they come in there, they're trying to go play basketball, trying to play games or whatever, they see me with a stank attitude, it's just like, oh, I don't want to be here. So I make sure, like, that's my biggest thing I think that would be missed is my energy, positive energy.
Well, make sure the new team leader learn you rub off on them with that.
For sure.
Last question, it's always a surprise. We have the opportunity to work with wonderful young people like yourself. People hear about the minority of young people that are acting a little goofy or crazy. What advice would you have for adults that work with the community, JCPS, or even just neighbors with the adults to encourage and support more young people like you?
I would say be more hands-on with the young kids my age, even younger. Just be more hands-on, and don't just say you're gonna do something for us, more so actually show us that you're putting in that effort.
Gonna do it for real.
Yeah, gonna do it for real, because a lot of kids, yeah, they hear it, but they don't see it. So it's just like, okay, whatever, I'm not gonna care about it.
Gotcha. Okay, well, cool. Well, I will share your words of wisdom. We will end here. It has been my pleasure to talk to Miss Journey Hobbs, the team leader at the Newburgh Community Center. And again, we are recruiting for a new group here shortly. Go to our socials to find out how you can apply. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back with Mr. Will Pitts. Welcome back, Beyond the Bench. My next guest is Will Pitts of the Willenium Enterprise Foundation. Will, how's it going?
Sir, man, doing pretty good.
Good. So you founded this organization with your wife, Chris.
Yes, sir.
So we'll just jump right into it. Tell the folks who you are, what it is, and why you do what you do.
Yeah, so I'm Will Pitts, founder and COO of Willenium Enterprise Foundation. And, you know, people think we only do one thing, shoot balls, not guns.
Right, exactly.
But once you dig a little deeper into our organization, we do so much more, you know, and we need to let the community know, if you don't know, all the things we do. So, you know, we do credit repair, expungements, we do low income housing, we do mental health, which is very big in our community now. So those are just a brief on a couple of things that we do.
But shoot balls, not guns was what kind of got you out there a little bit. So tell the folks about that.
Yeah, so shoot balls, not guns originated from, I had a kid that was, you know, dear to my heart, was murdered. He was shot on 4 different occasions. And I mean 4 separate times. The 4th time is the time they killed him. So he enjoyed, you know, sports, he enjoyed things, and we thought that would be the thing that, you know, straighten him out and get him going, save him. So, and it didn't. And so we wanted to honor him without putting his name on it. So that was just a way of us, me and my wife, honoring him, and as well as being able to help the community.
Now that's interesting, because I didn't know that, even though you and I have been kind of running around a little bit. So how did you get started with Parks and Recreation?
So it goes back many, many years, honestly. I'm a person that came from utilizing the community centers as a youth.
Good.
So it was at a center called Dumar, which is no longer around.
Right.
But it was out in the South Louisville area.
I'm familiar with it. Off Taylor Boulevard down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right out. Yeah, so it's a guy named Snoop. You know, a long time, I call him mentor, a long time person that, you know, they checked in on us. You know what I mean? The Parks and Recreation was very vital, a part of our everyday life. When we got home from school, you know, those summers where sometimes you might have been hungry, you know, they had the free lunch come through. You know, just different things that aided us in our growing up, as well as teaching us the discipline that we needed.
Now, Snoop seems quiet, but
Yes.
you're not going to find somebody who cares more about their kids than he does. He's on the clock, off the clock, you know.
All around the clock.
Yeah, so Snoop does it. So that's interesting. So that's a good transition. So now that you're an adult and your organization, you've also been involved with Parks and Recreation with Shoot Balls, Not Guns. So did that just happen because you knew about Parks and Rec, because you was a Parks and Rec kid, or what brought you back to the centers for your program?
So what brought me back, actually, I still utilize the centers.
Right.
On Mondays and Wednesdays out of South Louisville, they had the open gym. So we would go and you know, partake in the open gym, and a guy named Danny, who also is part of Parks and Recreation, told me, man, you got to meet Ben Johnson. You got to meet this guy, Ben Johnson, right? So, and I was wanting to do the Shoot Balls, Not Guns. So that's how that connected, and you know, I reached out, and I appreciate y'all for giving us the opportunity to come into y'all facilities and bring the kids in and nurture on them and love on them and be a part of their lives.
Cool, good. And I'm glad Danny sent you my way, because if I'm not known for anything else, I want to be known as somebody who's always willing to help the community. And of course, and that's why, because your program started with that and it's grown tremendously, so it was obviously time well spent and a partnership well spent. So how long has Willenium been around?
We got started March of 2021.
Okay.
Kind of during COVID, but right after during the heart of COVID. I say that, you know, there's a lot of things going on, but we've finally been able to kind of get into society a little bit, settle in, and we had a lot of kids who, you know, wasn't doing too much, if you know what I mean. Schools really wasn't in, everybody was in the house, and everybody needed an out, you know, and the thing we found out was sports kind of unites people, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah,
it kind
absolutely.
of brings them together, and you have a common goal. Everybody loves to run around and play, especially the kids. So it was our opportunity to be able to bring some youth out of the house, give them a fun environment, safe environment, even if it was for, you know, those couple hours out the day, but they would at least have a place to come, something to do, great people to meet, and as well as, you know, eat.
Yeah, so it seems to me, and maybe you'll bridge the gap, like it's a long way from Shoot Balls, Not Guns to expungement. And so what made you make that transition or add that to your inventory?
So what made us add that is when we help the youth, when they go home, what if the power's out? What if they don't have the running water? What if they don't have a bed, right?
In this day and age, that still happens?
That still happens. That's still a real thing. So we understood that we had to help the parents as well. So helping both ends of the spectrum kind of brings it all together. So, you know, building wealth, things such as having a criminal record. People don't understand that can determine where you fit in on the financial scale, the type of job you can acquire. So we clean up credit, you know, we expunge records. We do everything to make you, get you back on the path of success. So, you know, put those things together, they go hand in hand. We thought made sense. So, and the kids normally don't pay the bills. They don't run the household. So we had to involve the parents, and not just the parents, grandparents, uncles, you know, aunties, cousins. So we have everything for the whole family.
That's interesting. So you're in that regard, you're more successful than most youth organizations, most school systems, because you're here, people talking about, you know, we had parent-teacher conferences and parents don't come out. Even in the community center, sometimes we have a challenge getting permission slips signed or getting waivers signed for field trips and so forth. So what's been your success to youth engagement? Because like this piece could really help a lot of organizations. What's been your success to get the adults engaged that are attached to your youth?
So our success was this. We founded it on helping, genuinely. You know, most of the money does come out of our pocket. You know, we can't get away from saying
That's
that,
on here.
right? So our genuine love for helping others is the secret ingredient, really. So whatever it takes to make sure that people, society is getting needs met, is the secret ingredient. That's really the only thing that I get that question a lot.
Yeah.
You know what? So those simple things. It's not nothing that you can't do.
It's not magical.
Right. So it's not magical, but being willing to help, caring about people, and not just you know from that 9 to 5 hour. After hours, you know, I tell people all the time, you can call me at midnight and I'll probably answer.
Yeah, I mean, but don't sell yourself short though. Again, I've been doing this a long time. I'm on the government side right now. I've worked with other nonprofits. I partner with a lot of nonprofits, and most people are not getting that kind of parental family involvement. So you and Chris and your organization are to be applauded, you know, for that. I know you just do what you do, but you know what I'm saying? You don't give folk their roses.
Yes, that is the ingredient, but you have to go out and find the kids. So like, just what I said, that magical part won't work if you don't have the kids that for the need. So we go out and find the kids, like to shoot balls, not guns. But everybody doesn't play basketball. So we had to venture off into other things, like the cut out the beef that we do, where we give out the free haircuts. And it also allows the kids, young men, especially to see professionals. You know, people don't look at barbers as professionals, but most of them own their own shops. Most of them employ other people. So that going out and meeting the kids, you know, as they say now, boots on the ground. You have to get out in the communities and go and find the people because they won't find you sometimes. You know, it's easier to walk out the door and try to find a way versus going and actually seeking the proper help. So we bring the help to them, which you know, eliminates that barrier at times. Yeah,
and you know Jay, blue collar barber.
Oh
Yeah. So it's interesting. I think that tide is turning, and we're understanding how important barbers are in our community, particularly for black men as a social hub.
Yes, sir.
But also, you look good, you feel better about yourself. So the piece that you're doing there, and that piece that he's working on, which also is about that mental health, is kind of is you know, it's really important. So we're getting, you know, kind of down to the wire. I already knew that you funded most of this out of your pocket, which again, you all are to be commended for. But if someone wanted to be of support and assistance, how could they do that?
You can go to our website, Willenium Enterprise Foundation.org, and we have, you know, places where you can donate or you can reach out to us.
What about partnering? Any kind of partnership that would be beneficial to you right now?
Definitely. Always looking for partners. We are doing a lot of mental health things. We need counselors. We need social workers. We need child care workers. People who don't mind working in daycares, or so anything that anybody's willing to do. If it's one water bottle, you know, that we can give away at our next event, it's fine. You know, so just anything that's even if you just bring your heart and your love and some of your time, we would appreciate it.
Well, you know, you were sitting here while we were talking to Miss Journey. We might need to have a conversation.
She's awesome.
About transitioning or the opportunity of our young people to, you know, coming your way maybe.
Yes.
That could be a natural transition. So How you gonna not mention the gala? I almost forgot.
So, absolutely. This is year 2 of the gala. So every year, well, you know, we having galas from here on out to help fundraise. So it's a fundraising gala, black tie gala. All are welcome. You know, all you have to do is find a way to get the ticket. Reach the website,
Which is
December 5th, which is a Friday.
Where's it located?
And it'll be at the University Club down on campus.
Okay.
U of L's campus.
All right. Okay. Last question.
All right.
This sounds like fun. Will's doing a great job. He's working with the kids. He's in the community. He has all these programs.
Yeah.
Convince somebody not to do it, because this work is not for everybody.
It's not.
See, they see where you are now. Oh,
Yes.
cool. So, what kind of person should not get into this work?
A person, the person that should not get into this game or this world or this, what we're doing, is a person who is in it for themselves, is in it because they think it comes with a check, right? That's most
So
people.
you writing checks, you're not really getting checks.
Right. So, you know, a lot of people ask me, well, how can you, man, I need to get with you so we can figure out how to, you know, get some grants. And I tell people all the time, it's not that easy.
Right.
Right? Everybody thinks we just get, you know, a ton of money dropped on us, and that's absolutely not the truth. So the person that don't want to get in this game is the person that's not in it for the right reason. If you have your whole heart into it and you want to see society grow and you want to see people be better, or you just want to do your part, you know, as a grown man in this community, city of Louisville, part of the Commonwealth, I'm responsible for the ones that's coming underneath me,
Gotcha.
whether if they're my kids or not. So just doing my part as a man, as well as my wife doing her part as a woman, that allows us to do it for the right reasons, because we care about people.
All right. Well, thank you. So, this has been Johnson, this month's episode of Beyond the Bench. Pleasure of having my man Will Pitts here, the Willenium Enterprise Foundation, doing a lot of great, diverse work in the community. So, we hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next month.